So all these changes that are said
they came later on, much later. Like you see changes in among the Muslims. And Islam is only 1400 years old. And Christianity is 1980 some years old. So if Islam within our sight has changed so much that one section of the Muslims declaring themselves to be Muslims believe that Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, was omniscient in character, he was omnipresent, knew everything, is present everywhere, and he was also, he had the knowledge of the future directly. Now this is the view of some Muslims. This is almost idolatry. And this is exactly what some other Muslims say. For instance, Wahhabis and Deobandis and Ahl Hadith, they say that whoever says such a thing about Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is not only Pakka Kafir, he is one of the prime idolaters. He belongs to the idolatry of extreme form. So both these are Muslims. Under the title Islam, this is their view. These are their divergent views. So can you recognize one Islam? Knowing one, can you recognize the same Islam in the other? Obviously, the differences are fundamental. So this is what I mean. It is the time factor which changes religions. In fact, changes people and their views about religion. When the reformers come, they bring them back to the original source of purity. So this is what Masih, the earlier Masih, tried to do, and this is what we are doing under the guidance of Hazrat Masih Maud.
So if we can't believe the Bible, the New Testament anyway, for whatever it says about Jesus Christ?
No, I don't say that. It is a matter of investigation and choice and careful study. The New Testament should not be rejected. In fact, when you study the New Testament, you will find enough evidence to support your view. So why should you reject New Testament? So instead of that, you choose such verses of the New Testament and pick out such arguments from New Testament as would support the view put forward by Hazrat Masih Maud and prove to the Christians that even from your own book, this is the picture of true Christianity which emerges. So anything contradictory to that is just your wrong interpretation. This is how we preach to Christians.
So my last question was, should we interpret the Bible by looking at the Quran and then interpreting the New Testament from that, by what the Quran says, and then finding proof for that in the Bible?
That is exactly the right way to go about it. The Holy Quran came as the judge of whatever had passed before it. So the Holy Quran took such teachings from the earlier books as had the staying power, everlasting truths, and rejected the falsehood added later on by human beings. So all the interpolations made by the later period scholars were rejected by the Holy Quran. So it gave a true picture of original teachings of Torah as well as the teachings of Jesus Christ, whatever they were. So in light of the Holy Quran, when you preach to the Christians and the Jews, you will find enough evidence in their books to prove it to them. Otherwise, if you reject the books, they would say, well, we believe in our book, you believe in your book, and there is no common platform. But the Holy Quran does not say. It says they still contain passages using which you can refute their views from their own books. So this is the best approach you should make in the light of the declarations of the Holy Quran. You study their books in which they believe and tackle them through this way.
Thank you.
In this way. Yes? And who else wanted to ask a question? I think it is your turn now. Or is it Salim's?
Salim can wait if anybody Indian, Salim can wait if anybody else.
Yes, okay. So it's Dr. Khalifa Abdul Manan, no doctor, engineer. Khalifa Abdul Manan has come from Canada. So I think we better give him a chance first. Right?